jabs here and there, but overall just they want to kind of stick together, look for those big Minnow and Fury knockups.
Despite this meta being very assassin heavy, I actually appreciate how so many things are valid. Both teams were able to draft a lineup that is favorable for them that go on different axes of aggression. Here we go, early game up, the first 30 seconds. That's a mirrored rotation for both junglers, orange on each side.
Yeah, it looks like they're both going to be kind of hitting opposite sides around the same time. Hopefully, Basha is one of the few utility junglers left that can kind of keep up a little bit with some of these fast-moving assassins. And even now, we're seeing they're both going to be hitting those opposite buffs, but Basha actually gets to his purple a little quicker.
Yep, looking at the emblem set, a lot of impure rage for the Falcons. All this while, SRG keeping it sustainable. Again, the front line of Cram and Yumes with the brave smites. And then you got the burst from Stormy and Sekai's. Now check this out, Sekai's trying to get a little cheeky, stealing away the small buff spotted out by Super.
Yeah, but Super's doing a good job. He's keeping eyes, he's keeping vision. I'm wondering, we've been seeing a lot of switch-ups from a lot of teams. Sometimes it's a heavy focus on the EXP lane. Sometimes it's a heavy focus on the gold. I'm wondering what these two teams want to try to go for.
This is as 50-50 as it gets. Neither as aggressive unless Kenji coming in.
A little bit of damage on to Cram there. Cram should be okay unless Goodnight gets something crazy off. 20 seconds till Turtle coming up. Falcons actually taking the aggressive route.
That's one more wave Goodnight's looking for to get that level 4. IMU still not online. Yumes and the rest of them pushing him out of that long bush. All right, here comes the Turtle, 5 seconds in.
I mean, and I like the way the SRG, they're really kind of, we're seeing mid, we're seeing the roam, we're seeing everyone kind of stick together, getting ready for this Turtle. I got a feeling we might see a big 4v4 as this Turtle comes up. Sekai's keeping vision, and when you have this assassin on the jungle, you don't have to try to force the Turtle, right? You can dive in any moment you want.
Yep, and it's Kenji who's incentivized to go a little harder on it. There's the Unite.
All right, Ding trying to make his way around the back. Sekai's able to take the Turtle, though. Yumes not forcing anything, able to step back. A lot of damage on a Ding, though, but Owen's Fury misses everyone. And members of Team Falcon going down.
Stunning light, just for good measure, why not? And the Mystic Field, oh wow. Impressive how the top teams in MLBB Esports now are able to make the Savior feel like an early game hero. Now the purple in jeopardy. Kenji can't even contest, man. Early on, Grand Theft Purple, look at this, Goodnight, can try to keep it.
Ooh, Goodnight. Not able to save it. Sekai's does take it, and not only the purple was in jeopardy, but Kenji as well. He had to leave. He had to just go over to the orange buff, and now a little bit of damage on a Super. Super forced to flicker back, and SRG bringing some aggression in the mid side.
Team Falcons, despite being the hometown heroes, are put on the back foot. Very difficult going up against Selangor Red Giants. Again, 4 months and counting, undefeated. Cram jumping in the Ding.
Ooh! Snipe from long range, again, just for good measure. Sekai's probably would have been able to do it himself, but SRG are wasting no time to kick things off.
Yumes here, one-man enforcer, keeping in check not just the roamer, not just the gold laner, but even the jungler. Again, Kenji has been having a hard time ever since minute 1. He's been behind EXP as soon as the Turtle started. And now looking at the gold lead, we're approaching 2K.
Man, Super and Goodnight are just having trouble even stepping out to that river right now. There is fear in the air. They smell it. They know it's there. Yumes just always waiting. Great positioning. They want Super to come out. They want Goodnight to come out. Luckily, they're not taking the bait right now, but what does that mean for their rotations?
I mean, it means Team Falcons can only really do so much that Selangor Red Giants allow for it. And you mentioned now, it's the fear of crossing over too much. Kenji forced to use the Ignite. See, usually when you play a Baksha in this current metagame, you want to use it aggressively, the way Carl Teasy uses it, right? Getting in your face, forcing fights when the enemy's not ready. But now SRG, they're the ones who are saying, hey, you dare cross the line, you get punished.
Yeah, look at Ding, though. Getting some nice locks on to Sekai's. Might be able to get the kill here. Can he find him? Flickers in. One more hit, but Sekai's gets away. Turtle does go to Team Falcons. Well played by Ding, zoning them away. They lose Super for it. What do we think about the trade?
That's good. I'd like to think that the way that fight went, it's Team Falcons showing, hey, Trex, it's not the fear. It's just the timing. We're waiting for a good engage. And now Lark in the back line. Oh!
Ooh, just can't fully follow up. Stormy showing up now. Lark comfortable in the Zman's force, but we're seeing the pressure be returned. We're seeing some shots coming back from Team Falcons.
All right, took a while until some backup came in to help Innocent. But again, that's what SRG is made of. They're so good at synchronizing across the map, of making these plays count, not just one for one, but add up into an eventual conversion. And I think that's one thing that Selangor Giants are lacking just yet. Since a lot of the early game was 50-50, like man-to-man defense and lane-for-lane advantage, they really didn't get to bear down on one, meaning no real hard pushes yet. If anything, it's Falcon who made up for that. Look at Lark. He put the turret down bottom almost at half health. So that means if the same turret, if the same turtle engagement happens again in the upper corner now for the third turtle, I think Team Falcons might be onto something.
We'll see what happens here. Falcons want to try to get in position for this turtle. You were talking about Xavier being a late game hero and showing some good strength this early on. I would say the same for Lark here. I mean, Harith does well against the Roger early on, but still, he's already chunking. We're only 6 minutes in, and we're seeing those 900 damage marks come up on the minions. We're seeing him just start to, he brought that tower already down a bit. He could be a threat very soon if he's able to get in the midst of things here. Kenji gonna take a little bit of damage. That guy's able to get involved as well. Cram might be able to get away from this, should be okay.
Cram is forcing things from Team Falcons. Again, I think it's clear now that SRG, they can't let the fear ruin Team Falcons, because Team Falcons, they are champions of MPL MENA. They are champions of the golden season. And I guess that makes sense why Lark is now putting the team on his back. They're trying to fight back. Hume's here, get knocked up, dashing away. Turtle still standing.
Both teams now taking this one slow. I think SRG are now showing some respect because Ding keeps coming from the back, but this time he's found out.
All right, Ding's been trying that for the better part of the past 2 minutes. And again, it worked out. That's how Kenji was able to steal away that second turtle. And now Selangor Giants, although more smarter, turtle still up, just barely.
He's getting the knockup. Set guy's able to take it. Dawning Light does come down. Kenji goes down. It's looking rough for Team Falcons. SRG 5-0.
The Giants are forcing Team Falcons to pull out another trick. What else you got in your arsenal? We can't keep up this whole Ding. Goes in the back line, responding to Cram's forced engagements. All right, we're over that. What's next? Team Falcons says, you know what? Gold lane has been pretty open, but y'all did leave mid just as well vulnerable. It's a good trade. I think SRG still way ahead, and I think the gold will tell you all about that, but now Ding!
Ding flickers back, able to get the bob and weave, the sidestep, the dip, duck and dive, gets back to base there. SRG though, I mean, they broke open mid. Now we're just seeing them rotate across this whole top side of the map. It's looking a little grim. Team Falcons need to, I think, you know, what do they do from here? Do they try to get some towers? Do they try to get some cheeky steals? Do they already start to huddle up? We're only 8 minutes in.
Well, about a minute away from a Lord, the Team Falcons unable to get anything save for a turret and a stolen turtle. Something tells me now Selangor Giants turn on Team Falcons and they press on the clutch, because now look, they're giving Ding a good chunk of attention. This was not prior what the early game looked like. During laning, it's usual that, again, you mentioned gold lane gets attacked, XP lane gets attacked. Now it's only happening during the power spike. Ding's in trouble.
Oh, poor Ding. Ding, ding. Goes the bell.
Take a
Ding
nap.
out. I mean, it's go good night.
And to be fair, Good Night is one of the anchors of Team Falcons. There really wasn't much for Ding to do here. There was a good amount of CC waiting for him in the back line. There was a sniper down top, and here we go, the dance!
The way they disperse out of that Minoan's Fury. Super doing everything he can, but it's not enough. Innocent finds Lark, and now Kenji. This is looking rough. Team Falcons looking for an answer here.
No breakdancing here in this street.
The way they all just move. Minoan's Fury comes down and all of SRG literally just whoop.
They disperse and then they recollapse. And I understand how Lark was so gung-ho about saying, you know what, we can Salmon Force here. Everybody's ready. And now, oh no, they give him another one. Ding's down. I don't know what the plan was there, to be honest. Of all of the engages that Team Falcon has tried to put out there in this 10-minute bout, that must have been the oddest one.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Ding's supposed to be the guy that gets to the back line, right? He's supposed to be the guy that can kind of zone away. Set guys, we saw a little bit, and I think that's the great genius of this SRG, bringing him to 0 and 5. He can't even hang out in the back line. He can't even hang out anywhere right now. He's so behind. 1.5 gold difference.
It's amazing interception from Selangor Giants. it's more than just the damage that they're playing with. Again, the vision and the aggressive rotation from Yumes' Edith allows for Team Falcons to have a false sense of security and say, you know what, we can move around. You know, this is a four-man coalition, and then you send Cram elsewhere. This is the same formation with a different amount of aggression and rotation. Selangor Giants not even giving a single kill over the Team Falcons, and now they're knocking down on their doors.
Knock, knock, Lords here. Innocent gonna play the distance, a nice penalty zone. Into the midst of the tower, Kenji just looking for something. Mons Force does drop. Lark takes a lot of damage.
And there's a Minoan's Fury, able to keep him down, but no one's falling.
Innocent still going for it, Lord. Now at the base. Kenji, good night ding. Can they do something? The base goes down.